When mentioning the West, who can forget the dish coquette? The simple name is associated with the difficulties of the land opening period. The way to eat coquette is reflected in the name. Braised and then dipped. Since the time of land opening and reclaiming, Southern people have brought a jar of coquette when going to the fields. The jar of is a thick, salty and sweet stewed shrimp meat. Just bring a little white rice, and you can have a delicious and easy to swallow meal. It is the rich taste that is salty, sweet, spicy, fragrant and strong. That has made this dish so special. It has become a special rustic dish that has entered the hearts of Southern people. Many people far from home want to find the taste of their childhood. Want to eat the dish of their memories. Coquette has followed that and become a hot menu of high-class restaurants. But the hasty, industrial way of making it has made coquette easily lose its inherent special flavor. How to make coquette is complicated from preparing the ingredients. First, you have to boil fresh coconut water to create caramel. Coconut caramel will create a brown color to create the characteristic caramel color of coquette. This condensing process has also been over for 18 hours. From 30 liters of fresh coconut water, boil it down to 1 caramel. Then onions, garlic, chili are dried and fried. Fat is chopped into small pieces to boil to get fat. This fat is used to fry onions and garlic. Absolutely no cooking oil is used. When the onions and garlic are fried until fragrant, add the good anchovy fish sauce. Then add sugar. Slowly boil again over low heat. When almost done, add the condensed coconut water to increase the color and aroma. The longer the condensing time, the richer the quality of coquette. It can be preserved for up to 6 months without using any additional preservatives. With the meticulous hands of women and mothers in the West, they have created the famous fish sauce, helping you have a convenient vegetable dipping dish, a quick dish with an attractive taste. Keeping the typical flavor of a regional specialty. Coquette is a rustic dish of the southern people. In the past, when times were difficult, people in the countryside often ate coquette with white rice and boiled vegetables to get through the day. To avoid getting bored, coquette at that time was just fish sauce, seasoning powder, pork rinds and spices available on the kitchen shelf. Now, this dish has entered a new phase. More special with many rich ingredients that rich and poor people like, such as dried shrimp, pork belly, green pepper, shallots, buffalo horn chili. To make coquette is not too difficult. Just a little complicated. Soak the dried shrimp in warm water until soft. Create a mixture of coquette sauce including fish sauce, MSG, seasoning powder, sugar, filtered water to suit the family's taste. Remember that the fish sauce used for coquette must be good fish sauce, because the deliciousness of the pot of coquette depends on the rich aroma of the fish sauce. As for the pork belly, cut it into rectangles the size of the little finger or squares and then put it in a pan to fry until it produces oil. Separate the pork fat and the meat. Now for the main part of the dish. The pot used to make coquette must be a clay pot to be delicious because it absorbs the spices slowly, blends with the earthy aroma and especially keeps the heat longer. However, if you don't have a clay pot, you can still use an aluminum pan instead. Place the pot on the stove, add a little bit of the pork fat that you pressed earlier. When the fat boils, add the minced shallots and garlic and fry until fragrant. Add the dried shrimp and stir fry until firm, then pour the coquette mixture into the pot. During the braising process, continue to add whole buffalo horn chili, or hot pepper, green pepper, and green onions to spread the spicy flavor. Turn the heat to low until the coquette pot is crispy, then add the pork belly. Season again to taste and turn off the heat. Any boiled or raw vegetables can be served with coquette. The quintessential aroma of fish sauce, combined with the fatty taste of pork, the sweetness of dried shrimp and the spiciness of spices, creates a delicious dish. Pick up a piece of boiled vegetables and put them in the pot of co and eat with rice, making the taste buds constantly stimulated. Coquette can also be used as a snack or eaten with sweet potatoes and burnt rice. Eating rice with coquette, in addition to changing the taste, is also a way to help us remember a difficult time in the past. Coquette is a familiar dish that everyone must have eaten, but not everyone knows the origin of this name. Co is one of the rustic, familiar dishes of the Vietnamese people. There are up to 5 or 7 types of co tu, co tao, co lat, very diverse in form and ingredients. For people in the South, especially the western provinces, the most familiar, most popular co-dish that everyone knows is coquette. A pot of braised fish sauce with all the spicy, sweet, fatty, salty flavors of pork rinds, chili, dried shrimp, pepper, fish sauce, etc. harmonize together to create a rich, rustic delicacy, expressing the unmistakable characteristics of the Mekong Delta. Initially, this dish originated from the rough eating habits of the people of the Mekong Delta, especially farmers. On long rainy days, because they could not go to the fields, people used whatever was available at home, such as pork rinds, dried shrimp, along with spices such as fish sauce, salt, MSG, etc. to cook into a thick mixture. Then went to the garden to quickly pick a handful or two of boiled vegetables to eat with white rice. Because braised fish sauce is very salty, it can be cooked once and eaten for many days without fear of spoiling. Braised fish sauce is considered a dish for the poor because of its characteristic salty taste due to being braised with fish sauce. So just a few chopsticks of braised fish sauce can finish a meal. This dish is easy to prepare and can be stored for many days. Therefore, during the rainy season, when food is scarce, any family with a pot of coquette will never have to worry about hunger. Originating as a folk dish, there is currently no exact explanation for the name coquette. According to some people, perhaps because it is prepared by the method of stewing, then when eating, use chopsticks to scoop a little and eat, so the name coquette comes from there. The ingredients of coquette are quite cheap and easy to prepare. People just need to stew fish sauce in a clay pot until it thickens and becomes thick. In some places, people also simmer until the fish sauce evaporates, leaving only a layer of white salt. Coquette is quite easy to make, so anyone can learn how to do it, but to make a delicious dish, you need a clay pot, an unglazed black pot. After buying the pot, you must soak it in salt water. Then wash it and boil it in clean water. This way, the food will not smell of soil during cooking, and it will also prevent the pot from cracking or absorbing water. Choosing boiled vegetables to eat with coquette is also very important. Usually, a mixed vegetable dish includes okra, water spinach, sweet cabbage, Chinese cabbage, bitter vegetables, green cabbage, carrots, Chinese cabbage, squash cut into pieces, bitter melon, etc. If you have the opportunity to visit the South, especially the western provinces, do not miss the opportunity to enjoy coquette to learn more about the specialties of your homeland and love the rustic, simple and attractive dishes of the river region even more.